Look, I mean, when I have the opportunity, look, there are some complex cases out there, homicide cases. It's important to lay it out. I mean, and I know that there are a lot of critics out there for lengthy statements, but if it's a complex case, I don't have a problem going long.
All right, so in this case, we're going on 5 hours. So what are the pros and cons? Again, and that was exactly what she said in the beginning. She said, I'm going to go for a while. This is a complex case, a lot to go through. To be honest with you, I don't see it as that complex. But anyway, I want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, sure. This is going to be circumstantial. I mean, look at this. We are in 2025, and technology has been key. And that's going to be the key to this case, right? Because you got the motive, check. That is clear, crystal clear as can be. But how do you tie it into the assailant himself? You know, that's going to be it. And the text messages before, during, I know they have some surveillance. They also have an argument that she was watching. You know, so we are going to see how they tie it in. And the wild card's going to be the boyfriend. Does he come in? Is he called? And if so, who's he going to be called by? Because if he comes in and exonerates her, it's going to be a very difficult prosecution for the state.
You know, it's interesting that you say the motive is very clear, because one of the things that the defense says is that it's not very clear, that she had no reason to kill her husband. She clearly was having this affair. You know, people have affairs. It doesn't make them killers. We hear that oftentimes, but sometimes, in fact, it does make them killers. But they say that 1.2 or 1.9, whatever amount of millions it wasn't very much money. She wasn't living that high on the hog, et cetera, et cetera. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think it fits the box. Now, whether or not it's going to get them home, it's not going to get them home all the way. You know, it's not even required, Michael, and we talk about this a lot. We were just heard from the lawyer in the last conviction, and he said, you know, or the prosecutor in the last conviction saying that we didn't need to prove it. They don't have to bring it forward. But on a case like this, where you have another person that did it, and then she is clearly in a different location at the time of the homicide, you're going to have to tie it together with the assailant. And one of the ways to do it is with motive, and then the other is going to be technology. And I am really, really ready to hear what the communications were, and if there's anything in the communications that ties her in, because just being in a adulterative relationship doesn't get you all the way there, and they're going to need more, if you ask me.
All right, fair enough. Let's go back and